Welcome back, everybody, to the Renaissance Humanism podcast. Today's episodes, I will be discussing the American Supercarriers and the Dreadnought class, discussing whether or not the American Supercarriers will be going the same way as the Dreadnought class, which was launched by the British in 1906. The Dreadnought class was the most advanced warship of its time period. It had massive long guns. At the time period, they saw battleships in the form of basically massive gun battery platforms. They saw them as basically big guns floating on water. But when the Dreadnought was launched in 1906, the HMS Dreadnought, which took the name and its class from the battleship, was already out of date due to the development of new technologies in the early and mid 19th century and the early 20th century. First, we have the submarine that was developed in 1861 to 1865. That was developed by the Confederate States of America due to the United States advantage in terms of raw materials and having an advanced navy. Now, the reason why the submarine was a big game changer was due to technology development in torpedoes as well, and the development of aeroplanes in the early 20th century. Now, with the development of torpedoes, it meant that large battleships became obsolete because they didn't have the speed and the maneuverability to dodge these weapons. Same with big ships as well, to do with aircraft during the Second World War from 1939 to 1945. It was the development of these three technologies, the submarine, the aeroplane, and the torpedo, that meant that large ships became obsolete. And this is why the America's current supercarriers, currently the Americans have 11 supercarriers and nuclear powered, and they cost around about 13 billion each per supercarrier. And at the moment, we've seen developments in the technology of drones, which could see the supercarriers, those big kind of warships, once again becoming obsolete. Because we're seeing Ukrainians using drones to destroy Russian ships, we're seeing drones used to destroy Russian tanks, and that the Americans might have wasted their resources developing these kinds of massive supercarriers that could very well now be potentially obsolete. Maybe not obsolete straight away, because the first aerial drone was launched by the British in 1917. And it's only really been in the last decade or so that this technology has truly been advancing. And the Ukraine war from 2014 to the present day, as of this recording, has led to a progress on the speed of military development and technologies. See, the drone is something that's actually being supplied by the Chinese. You can pick up a drone from places as simple as your local Walmart or local grocery store, depending which nation you're living in. And it's because of these drones going to be a massive game changer in warfare. You don't need large battleships. It could be a thing of the past. Instead, we could look at ships that have containments of thousands or hundreds of thousands of drones. The positive side for the United States is still the global leader of currency. They can afford to invest a fortune in new weapons development and new technologies. They could replace their carrier fleets with drone fleets. For the Chinese and others, they'll have to go back to the drawing board. Everybody will have to go back to the drawing board. But again, it will probably take a decade and seeing how the Ukraine war go to see what kind of developments and advantages is derived from this technology. As new technologies advance, all methods of doing warfare and all methods of dealing in warfare changes just due to necessity. But again, we're seeing Ukrainians using drones purely to destroy Russian tanks as well. So again, it will be seeing a return to the drawing boards. And that's the end of today's episode. I hope you found it informative and useful. If you want to leave any comments, please use the YouTube comment section, or you can contact me on Substack or a Medium. Thanks for your time, and peace out.